and I'm sure those who collect numbers will be relieved to know it's the other one which has come this year, the 757-2, the 757-1 at RIAT 6 years ago, where it really did catch out. It was a really wonderful display, and this is in a very similar vein. You see how tight he keeps the aircraft to the airfield here?
Plenty of power and reserve from the two Rolls-Royce RB211-535 turbofans that power this 757-200. The first flight of the Boeing 757 occurred on the 19th of February 1982, and it entered service with Eastern Airlines at the beginning of the following year. Both of the Kiwi 757s are in fact ex-airline examples, having served with the Dutch carrier Martinair. Into a low orbit then, and putting the gear down as he does so.
Delivery to the Air Force. These aircraft were painted fairly locally to Fairford down at Filton in Bristol by Air Livery.
3 or 4 years, I think.
They entered service shortly before the previous RIAT appearance of one of these aeroplanes in May 2003. Since then, both of the aircraft have been upgraded. They're now capable of a quick change from passenger to combi or full freight configuration, or indeed for medevac or VIP transport. A large cargo door has been installed, and the aircraft have been bestowed with upgraded communications equipment and higher thrust engines. Squadron Leader Richard Beaton, who's flying the aeroplane here, was in fact a test pilot for the upgrade.
The knowledge and experience that Richard's gained during that upgrade, and being the chief test pilot, has allowed him to push this aircraft right to the limits of its envelope, and coming down wind now for a low and dirty pass. Again, a multi-crew aircraft with crew cooperation vital throughout a display like this. Calling out the manoeuvres and sequencing exactly like a co-pilot in rally driving.
Well, over 900 of these aircraft are in airline and military service. Production stopped fairly recently, October 2004, after a total of 1,050 airframes have been built. This is the 200 model. It's by far the most numerous, accounting for 914 of the total of airframes built. These were former airliners with Transavia in the Netherlands. Wingspans of 24 feet, 5 feet long, the fuselage. Range when loaded is just under 4,000 miles. Crew of 2 as today. The airliner configuration can carry up to 200 people as well. The engines, the Kiwis claim, can produce enough thrust to lift a Hercules vertically, which I've not seen tried.
Ridiculous. They really have to get a grip on this.
This is the slow speed pass. Quite the engines on this aircraft. Boeing flight of number 40 Squadron currently have 8 pilots to operate the 757 with 5 load masters and 15 cabin crew. This enables 2 crews for each aircraft. And they will turn back towards the airfield and accelerate through about 250 knots.
Say if we come next year and bring in
their final run accelerating to a speed of around 350 knots at just 100 feet. This is a really spectacular final pass, by the way.
How many more after this, like?
Quite a few.
Now turning in for this high-speed pass then, the Boeing 757-200 of the Royal New Zealand Air Force. To the almost fighter-style zoom climb at the end here.
Certainly picking up quite a bit of speed, and such a large aircraft, that means there's quite a lot of energy moving down the runway at the moment, so they'll be within
Climbing away there, the 757 will get the gear down and come in for a full stop. That does conclude his display.
Take the 757 off to a short hold briefly while we recover the Battle of Britain Memorial Flight Lancaster that you can see out there to the right on long final, returning from